Good morning. Aha, I got you all off guard because I'm here a whole hour early. I did not end up doing a pop-up yesterday. I was tired and I just took the day. I watched some SMP chatted with a couple of, I don't know, a couple of peeps about 4 o'clock ish, for maybe about 4:15. I kind of crashed again, like I was tired, so I didn't even go on YouTube. That was it for the night. But so we got this yesterday from Carmen's Quilt Shop, and I was so excited. Good morning, Muriel, to play with it. And I didn't have it in me yesterday to play with it, but I have it in me today to play with it. So so this is where we're at. Good morning, Quilt Wench, Rowena, Mom. Let me put on my glasses because I can't see with those other ones. There we go. There we are. Now I could see your stuff. Hope you feel better, love, Mom. Yes, yes, I will. So I opened it up. Of course, I haven't taken the backing off so you could see what it looks like. And it comes with a pattern. It comes with this pattern here, which is cute. Look. And this is using a 9-patch block. I also have to make 2 little baby quilts real quick, and I thought, oh, and it could be anything, right? Because they're pass it forward. And it's no rush. I'm not rushed. It's not like I waited last minute. I have all the time in the world. Well, not all the time in the world, but I do. I have time. I'm going to pull this off. So I thought this would be the perfect time to play with my new toy here that I got, right? Because I was so excited to get this. And I wanted to play with this. I watched some YouTubies on this ruler. There's not that many YouTubies on this ruler. So maybe I'll be the YouTube videos for this ruler. There's some from Fat Quarter Shop from like 6-7 years ago. There's one from Jenny, and there's one I think from the creators of this. It says it's Quilt Queen Designs. Quilt Queen Designs is what's on here, and what does it say? This is called Cactus Quilt Queen Quilt Company. Okay, so I've taken this off. And what I have decided to do is, I don't really know, I'm making this up, but Jenny's, they used 2.5-inch strips. She took a strip set and used something like this. And so I thought I would do that. Now I came up with this 3.5-inch because I had to figure out if I put this on here, how wide I needed this in order for this to lay down. Now, I went and put this on my cutting board like this to see here, and it looks like it's 9 inches. So I figured if I did 3.5-inch strips that I may have enough room. Well, we'll see if I have enough room or not. So I had gotten some of this. And these are fat quarters, and these were sent to me by a viewer, and so a while back. So I'm using them. You see, I use everything. May not be right then and there, but I do use most everything. So I am going to put this purple in the center. Hello, I'm from Liverpool. Good morning, Mark. So I'm going to go ahead and I know that some of this is directional fabric, and I'm not too worried about it because we're just going to go and play. This is a way for me to play with this ruler and come up with new things, maybe. So now this is for a set of twins. So I don't want to make the identical blanket, but I do want to use the identical fabric maybe. If I have enough. I don't even know if I'll have enough. But what I'm trying to do is maybe come up with 2 different quilt ideas using the same fabric and that ruler. That's going to be my challenge to myself. And Quilt Wench, I got my package yesterday. I got it yesterday, so thank you so much. I appreciate it. That was exciting. Yep. All right. So let me go get some of my There's not many of us on here, but that's okay. We can still play the feud, okay? We can still feud it up. Ready? Here we go. If you had to give up a part of your body for 1 month, what would it be? If you had to give up a part of your body for 1 month, what would it be? There are 7 answers. And again, this is based on 100 people, this survey. I have not opened the package. My son brought it into me last night and I was in bed. And this morning I did not want to wake Honey. So I figured, because it's in the bedroom, and I try not to make a whole bunch of noise and whatnot. So it was dark when I left in there. I used my phone and I didn't want to rummage through everything. Yeah, my son should have put it in the kitchen, but he put it in my bedroom. So yeah, that's for me. We're gonna open that tomorrow, or unless I do a pop-up later on. And who knows, if Honey gets up, I'll ask him to see if he can bring me the package. So I'm really not sure how many of these I need. I'm not even sure how many I'll get. This is fat quarters. I am basically just running this through. And was that all of them? Let's see, how many did I run through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I wanted to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more. Let's do one more of these. And let's see how 5 gets us along. All right. Okay, so what's the body parts? Nobody got some body parts to give me? If you had to give up a part of your body for 1 month, what would it be? It's too early in the morning for that, I'm thinking. Maybe we have to wait on the feud. Maybe we'll give the feud a little bit. So here we are. We have this part here. Now what I would like to do is put these aside, and I'm going to take 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because what I did was I cut 2 fat quarters of this. Basically, these were fat quarters, except for the gray. The gray was yardage. I'm going to go ahead and go over there, and I'm going to turn on this iron, and in the meantime, I'm going to try to iron this. Press this, whatever you want to call it. By the way, I do love my new Aliso ironing board cover. It's great. All right, good morning, Jessica and Dawn. We're getting up there. It says 21 people. Soon I'll be naming that tune over here. I don't really have that, but you know what I mean. All right, so here we are. We're going to put now these little rainbows. So the back, I picked this fabric really based off of what the back of the quilt is going to look like. So the back of the quilt, I will show you, but not right now, is, I think you've seen it before because I got quite a bit of it and I'm just using my stash. So it says like adventure awaits, all kinds of, there's rainbows, there's these little clouds, there's hearts, and it's like a patchwork. Like someone probably would say, why didn't you just long arm that and call it a day? Right? Because it's one of those cheater fabrics, they call them. And, but that's no fun. I do like it for the back, because the back I would just use regular fabric anyway, so I kind of like the idea of having that cheater fabric. And then it makes this blanket a reversible, this quilt a reversible quilt. And there was no Three's Company happening yesterday. I never did watch any Three's Company. I did watch a whole lot of Little House on the Prairie again. 2 days now. 2 days of watching Little House on the Prairie. And I never was focused on the quilts in that show, ever. Like when I was watching it when I was younger. I just never was focused on that. Now, as an adult and as a quilter, I'm so focused on it. I just can't believe almost every single episode shows you a quilt. And it's like a different quilt. It's not even the same quilt. Yesterday we were on an episode and we were in Nelson, whatever his name is, Olson's Market. And then they had a pile of quilts just on the countertop as they were talking. And I wasn't even paying attention to what was going on because I was looking at that pile of quilts, trying to figure out what's what. Good morning, Joyce. I am making some baby quilts. I am flying by the seat of my PJs because I'm not wearing pants. So there you go. And I'm playing with a new ruler called the X blocks. And then in a little bit, we will be playing the Family Feud. You're cuddling up with Snoopy. Well, that's super sweet. We had a chicken once called Snoopy. When my kiddos were little, they named it Snoopy. Here we are. So I'm going to say this ruler is going to create some interesting scraps because it's going to create waste, which I don't necessarily love, but I'm going to try to see if there's some way I can make that waste into something else. Maybe the waste of this block will be the second quilt. So we will see. Again, my mission is to use these same fabrics, but have two different blocks for these, and I know they're going to be identical twins. Yes, the character Snoopy. I figured you were snuggling with Snoopy the character. All right, so here we are. But that's true. Snoopy could have been a dog, cat, could have been anything, right? I have just acquired an X block ruler, looking forward to seeing it being used. Oh, Dawn, I have some ideas. After watching some videos, and there's not many, but there's one video in particular that is showing you how to use this on striped fabric, and I have striped fabric. I want to do that. I'm so so wanting to do that, but the striped fabric wasn't going to be for this baby's quilt, and I need this baby's quilt before that. Because I saw that, it opened up a whole, like, I don't know what happened to my head, but it went of ideas. And I thought, what if I somehow figure out how to kaleidoscope using this? I don't know if it's possible, but I'm going to try. So, yeah. Yep, we're going to see. Annapolis, good morning. All right, so did I shut that off? No, I didn't. I'm going to go and press this really quick and then shut off that iron because I have this iron on. All right, we're going to move. I'm moving the camera. Warning, warning, moving the camera. Here we go. We're going to cut. Here we are. What did I mess? Same here. I have a little pattern book that came with it. It was a thrift store treasure. Yeah, that is a treasure. All right, so here's this. Yeah, I have so many ideas with this now. And this, you know, sewing. Yeah, it didn't. Okay, I guess I could have. I didn't have to. Oh, I don't even have lines to do with this because this. Wow. So I probably should have done a 2.5, maybe. Okay, so you're supposed to line this up to a line, and this is my problem. I made this too fat, didn't I? Yes. I guess I should have measured what that line is. Because this line is 1, 2, and 3/4. So maybe I should have made these 3. Oh, well, we're going to go with it. We have a dog named Lexi. She was a puppy. So she used to roll around. 2 things because... Oh, that's so sad. That is sad. You work for the fire department? Our local fire department? Are you one of Butter's friends? All right. So I have a problem here because this X block does not work on this thing. So, I have to make it smaller. And I've already sewn this all. Well, in that case, we are flying by the seat of our pants. I am trying to figure out what I could do here. You know what I'm going to do here? I don't know what I'm going to do here, but I'm going to figure it out. I think what I'm going to do here is because I'm going to make do. Here we go. And this is when stuff happens, right? I'm going to use this bottom line there. And I am going to invent a new line because I'm not unpicking. I am not, again, I don't have a pattern. I'm making my thing up here. So I am going to put my own line right there. There we go. Voila, new line. It's probably going to give me the same effect. If not, no big deal. This is what we call making S up. Making shiitake mushrooms up is what we're doing. And Lawton. Oh, okay. Well, lots of respect to you all. It's not an easy job. My son is up. He's up all the time because of you know, you just never know when these emergencies happen. It's not only fires that you're fighting. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to come over here. And I put in, so now I have this line here and a new line that I just added, okay? And then I am trying to figure out how people do this so that I'm not awkwardly cutting. I'm going to take this off. Again, this is my first time with this, so that is an awkward cut, isn't it? I'm going to put this on here. You're supposed to, oh, you know what I could use? Hold on. I could use, where is it? I have something else I think I could use, and then I don't have to. I'm making sure everything stays lined up because everything has to be the same. Okay, so we have these. See what I mean? We have scraps. That's going to drive me nuts. We're going to have to do something with this. We got a medical call. Engine 45, ambulance 54 was going. Yes, did you see? Oh, I have to show you this. I'm making my son a quilt using this panel. And the fire number on there too happens to be the fire station number. So I'm so ecstatic to do that. I've been looking and looking, and if you are interested in that quilt, Carmen's Quilt Shop sent that to me yesterday. So yes, so I'm excited to use it. Yeah, okay. We'll go this way. So now I have two of these. So I'm just looking. So this is, I think that's where we're going. We're going with some kind of pinwheel situation. And now this, now I can't get another one out of here. So there is a lot of waste going to happen on this quilt because this is not long enough. So this is good. This is all a learning lesson right now. Again, this is brand new to me. This is a learning situation here. So I'm getting two of these out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my life a whole lot easier. And I am going to stack. We are stacking this up. I'm going to stack them two. Let's support for the LAFD for getting rid of that brush fire. Absolutely. It is 3:18 in the morning. Good morning, Deb. Absolutely. He just got an award because he helped with the brush fires out in, was it Long Island or New Jersey? I don't know. This year. So are you a paid fire department or a volunteer? Here in our community, everything is a volunteer situation. All right, so I am lining things up. So there's a lot of waste. You know, I'm freaking out about all this waste. We are using this. Yes, we are using this because this cannot happen. This is way too much waste that I do not like waste. Do not like waste. Okay, so I have 2, 4, 6. And we're going to take these two. And we are not a volunteer. Well, I think you all should be getting paid for it. I personally think he should be getting paid for it too. They don't pay them. They do give them a pension. And we have a beautiful old age home here for volunteer firefighters in Hudson, New York. It's quite beautiful. I passed it one day, but they should get paid. Being that they not only, you know, he's at car accidents and everything, and the stuff that he has seen freaking gives me nightmares just reading about it. Can't imagine what witnessing it firsthand is like. All right, here we are. Now, so I just showed you how to adapt this block. Do not go with 3.5 because it doesn't work without making an extra line. Okay, let's see what this got us. We're gonna do something fun with all that because I can't do it. I cannot waste. All right, so we have 2, 4, I'm thinking 10 blocks, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So what I would like to do is I like to make one more strip set so that I have at least, well, you need 4 of these to make a pinwheel. Let me show you what I mean by that. And the pinwheel can be like this. Do you see that? Let's do a, oh, we are definitely doing a scrappy quilt with this. Hello, Melanie. So we have that. And if I could do 4 of these, that and add borders and stuff, I think that would make a cute little baby's blanket. And then we could have these. Excuse me. So we have, so I need, if I need 4 of these, oh, I need more. So I need 4, 8, 12, 16 blocks, and I have 10 here. So I need to make 3 more strip sets. Then we're gonna use this. Oh, you know what I could do? No, I can't. I was thinking I could put these 2 together and make some of this, but no, I can't. Or can I? If I put 4 together, they would just be a fun little different kind of pinwheel. 1, 2. Okay. This might be for the other quilt. All right. So we're going to put these aside. We're going to do 3 more strip sets, and that should get me what I need because there's 10 here, and I need 6 more. All right, we're going to go back. Ready? Hola, Johnny. ¿Cómo está? Barb, good morning. I will be right back. Not a problem. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe. Very, very important for my channel. It's free. And like. That's right. All right, so we have, this is the way I have them, how I've sewn them. So I want to make sure I'm going to sew them in the right order that I had. So I had this one on top of this, and then that one went below. And I need 3 of these strips. 3. Tres. And don't forget to donate. Donate to the fire departments. That's right. I'm making one of those I keep saying blankets today. What's wrong with me? One of those quilts is going for my son, and I'm ordering another one of those panels for our fire department fundraiser in September. Okay, I took too many. 1, 2. I don't need 3 strips. I only need 2. I came running back. I want to come and see. You go get your kitty cat. All right, so we have 2 here, 2 strip sets. We're gonna be on our 3rd one, and we have quite a bit of us on here, so I'm gonna say we're gonna play the Family Feud. You ready? Is everybody ready for that? Here we go. If you had to give up a part of your body for 1 month, what would it be? Wait a second. This is no bueno. That doesn't go there. I've got to get myself situated. Here we go. The one thing you have to do is you have to make sure, well, I'm thinking I have to make sure all my strips are the same. Ears. She loves you. Well, thank you. None, because I need them to put out none. Nose. We have a nose. Okay. So I'm going to let you all go do that. I'm going to do this, and then I will come in and go through the chat, and then we can discuss what we got going on. And I'm actually going to not go back and press. I'm going to press all. Oh, no, I can because it's over here. But I never shut off that iron. I've got to shut off that iron. Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to press this and shut that one off. All right, so here we are. Now I shut that one off. I don't like to have 2 going on. I don't know if I'll blow a breaker. And then we have these 2 strips. We'll put these aside for right now over here. 2, 3, and then we're going to put these on the bottom. All right, here we go. We are going to answer this. If you had to give up a body part for 1 month, what would it be? So we have ears. Ears is on here, so ding, ding, ding. Nose. To the nose. You need all your, yeah. Finger. Pinky finger. But there's no finger on here. No toe on here. That's weird. Your back. Oh, no, your back, not your back. Okay. So these are the answers. Ready? If you had to give up a part of your body for 1 month, what it would be. 14 people said legs. 10 said feet. 10 said arms. 9 said stomach. 8 said ears. 7 said their butt. And 7 their hands. All right. If Santa's sleigh broke down, name another form of transportation he might try. What would Santa do if his sleigh broke down? What would he try? Howdy, Andrea. Truck. Truck is on here. Yeah. Pegasus. Pegasus. Well, we don't, that would, I mean, it's a horse, but I would give Pegasus as a horse if there was, but that would be it. Saddle Rudolph. Nope. That's this. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do the X's and so I'm just going to say no. Let's see. Yeah, Andrea should go win the lotto. She should go and play lotto because she's a very lucky lady. Oh, those chickens are just really okay. I know you're almost empty, but not quite there. The prize was, I'm not actually sure what the prize was. All right, we need a new It was supposed to be a patriarchal fat quarter, but Lynn told me last night that she's sending me a fabric bundle that she picked up in Dallas. Oh, so you're getting something new. Yes, Moda. She's at the Moda. Lucky you. So you're getting something that probably nobody else has got yet. All right, so we have these two over here. That consists of a very probably new released or soon to be released fat quarter bundle is my guess. For some reason, I want to see outside her window. Well, it's a forest and you do hear chickens, Jamie. Good morning. And just didn't turn on the phone. Yeah, we have those. Okay, so I have these 3. I'm going to line them up here, and then I'm going to bring them over. I'm going to swing you guys over, and we're going to cut these up, and then we're going to start sewing those blocks together. Here we are. Okay, I'm doing those. So now I am lining up my lines, the ones that I just made up, right? What is going on here? Maybe I need, let me try something. Why is my line not lining up now? There it goes. Must have not locked it when I stacked. We have another. I'm putting these here. Let me see if I could stack these 2. Here we are. Yep, we're lining that up. And we're going to bring this one over here, back, and then we've got our blocks cut. So it's pretty quick in a way. Okay, so we have our blocks. So we should have all our blocks that we need for this. And then these pieces. And then this. So I'm going to take all of this and we're going to create something as well. Ready? Switch you over again. And let's start working. Let's start working. Okay. Good morning. We have several quilts. I've missed some of the stuff. Here we are. Linda, the Victorian looking stuff was beautiful. Not sure how I would use it. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to make 2 that are like this with the hearts in the center. And so that's what it would look like. Okay. And put that there. And then we're going to do 2 with the rainbows in the center. And that one would look like that. I don't know what our the thing is what would the secondary pattern be? I don't know what the secondary pattern is. Maybe we should put this on the board. Maybe we should put this on the board. Let's go to the design board, the big design board, before I sew it so we can see what the possibilities are. Let's do this. Ready? Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what this would look like, because I would hate to put this together and not be totally in love with it. So let's see what it would look like. It's always best if you can. Since this is not a pattern per se, I'm just making this up. Let's try doing that this way. Let's move that this way. Okay. And then this would be this way. Maybe I'll make all the pinwheels the same. Let's see. That's kind of like what I was trying to figure out if I wanted to do. And then this would be this way. So this would make over here a pinwheel that is a different colors. Again, I will drop the link after this live to Carmen's Quilt Shop, and that's where you will see this, which is 20% off that ruler. So here is this. So these are the same. This one isn't. Now my guess is if I made them all the same, which let's try. Let's see what that would look like, right? Why not? The possibilities are endless. Then I would get a pinwheel that would be like this. I might like this better. Let's see. Oh, I do kind of like that better. What do you think? I don't know. I like both of them. This one's interesting. So now the question is, I could do it like this where you have the pinwheel in the center. But the other thing I could do is I could break this apart and do like sashings and stuff like that. I like this version. I love it either way. Me too. You know what? Let's do this. This is going to be the center of this quilt. We're going to do this as the center of this quilt. And so let me sew this up. Put this right on my board here. And I'm sewing up 4 blocks. Right? I'm sewing up 4 blocks. And that's going to be the center of the quilt. And then we'll work from there. Hi, Dawn. Yeah, let's do that. Again, we are quilting by the seat of our PJs, making stuff up. I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to think too much about it, because then there's going to be one that's going to be then the scrappy version, right? So one. I do have more of this fabric where it could be the same thing, but one could have all the hearts inside, and then the other twin could have all the rainbows inside. That's a thought too, because I do have more of this fabric that I believe I can get away with making same-ish, but then I'm going to have all these cutoffs, like all these crazy cutoffs. Let's see, because I'm thinking about what I have there. I have 2 more fat quarters, I think. I'm not sure. And that's only 2. No, I wouldn't have enough. So that would be a no to that idea I had. All right, let's go back to this. I'm sorry, I totally blew this off, though we did say, I think train was one of the, or truck, I don't remember. Okay, we're going to go with it again. Ready? Here we go. If Santa's sleigh broke down, name another form of transportation he might try. I know I read that before and then I got distracted. If Santa's sleigh broke down, name another form of transportation he might try. And here in our town, Santa is always, I'm going to give you one, is always on a fire truck or a truck. Jumping from his magical hat, that would be magical carpet. I love those ideas, but they're all that. These are just things that you would see people use right now, you and I, as form of transportation. Just gonna put that out there. Plane and jet. The kiddos say a reindeer. So plane is on here. Truck is on here. Fire truck, yes, fire truck is what ours, Santa is on his fire truck here in my town. Someone, good morning, someone. A incognito, good morning. ATV, that is not on here. But a good. Something that we use every day to go to our doctor's appointments, go groceries. Well, some of us go grocery shopping. And if we don't have one of these, we normally take the city blank to do it. What do we have? Car. Yep. If you don't have the car, you take the blank or the blank in New York City. To go to school, I used to have to take the blank to the blank to get to school. That's too easy. Yes, bus, car, train, the choo-choo train or the subway. All right, so 42% said he would take an airplane. 13 said he would take an automobile or a car. 12 said the train. 8 said the helicopter. The helicopter. He takes Amazon. The helicopter. And then, oh, what did I just do here? I wasn't paying attention. I was cutting something up. Let's see. What am I doing here? Okay. 8 said helicopter. 6 said snowmobile. You know what? I give that ATV back. Yeah. Snowmobile, ATV. Yeah, it's all around about the same. Truck. 6 said the truck and 5 said a bus. All right, let's see. Name something. Ready? This is a little freaky. I'll see you later. You too. Bye, Joyce. Name something an alien might report that Earth has a lot of. I just thought of something that's not nice. What would the aliens say about us? What do we have a lot of? Let's see, what would we have a lot of? We would have a lot of water. Idiots was your first thought, Jessica. Well, that was kinder than where mine started with an A. So, yes. And that's not nice for me to think, but man, I tell you, sometimes you just are like, what in the world? There are just a lot of mean people out there sometimes. It's a good thing there's a lot more of us kind folks. People, snacks crossed my mind. People and snacks, houses. So people is number 1. Snacks, food, yes, food is on here. So that's, yep, that's on there. Snacks, what else did we say? People and snacks are on here. Houses and structures. I don't have houses and oh yeah, we're going to say land. Okay, that's close enough, right? Because houses are on land. I don't know if an alien would know our food we call snacks. That's why I gave that a go. Sebastian. Who's Sebastian? I didn't see a Sebastian running through. Is that, who's Sebastian? Inquiring minds want to know. I mean, when I think of Sebastian, I'm thinking of the cute little crab in, who sings dun 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 in Little Mermaid. Love that name. I don't know why, but I do love that name. Oh, your youngest? Well, I love that name. Let's see. He's up early. So, so we have 62 people said that aliens are going to say we have a lot of people. 8 said a lot of pollution / trash. 6 says a lot of land / dirt. 6 people said food. And 4 people said cars. 4 people said crime. And 4 people said water. It would have been child abuse if I called him Flounder. Look at this. It's so beautiful. Okay. We've got a vibe going. Now, if I had enough of this fabric, I would do these rainbow and then the center hearts. That would have been super cute. But I have no way to do that because I have only 2 strips here. And then I see I only have 1 and 1. And I use, well, let's see. I would get 5 strips out of this. So it's 5, 6, 7. And you know, I need 8. I need 8. No bueno. But I have these and I can unconstruct them. Right? I think I can. And get what I need. Yes, that is what we are going to do. We're going to do that. Because, I mean, I could still do the, well, the other one would be scrappy. I mean, that would be fine too. This would give me 1 block to, what would that would look really, let me see. I could definitely get 1 block here, 2 and just really 1 block. So let's go with trying to, we will figure it out. You know us, we will figure it out. Okay. So the first thing that needs to happen is I need to not walk away because I need to iron those. We're gonna iron these here. Because I want to make now the reverse for the other one. What line is the polka dot? Hearts, okay. What is that? Been up since 4:30. That's early. I haven't even been up that early. I came up here, pulled the fabric pull, and then I went on because it's like, you know, I got to get these going. I mean, I don't need them for another month. But before you know it, that month will be here. I just got those, remember the farm quilts we did? I just got those farm quilts to the people. I just got a thank you from, well, 2 of them actually. I got a thank you from the last one. So both of them are out of the house and to their new homes. We made those last month. There's a lot of babies happening. I don't know. In my world, there's a lot of babies. A lot of babies. I've given some baby quilts that I already had. And as a matter of fact, I had baby quilts made. Some baby quilts made that I could have. But the thing is, they're twins, and I kind of wanted them to have the same fabric, but different, a little bit different. So all right, so let's go with this. Let's cut this. We're gonna cut these into strips. I'm gonna put this one up here. And we're gonna go and cut these into strips here. All right, so what I need is I need to find, this goes here. And this one will come here, the selvages. So I happen to cut these 3.5. Doing this next time, I will not be cutting them 3.5, but I'm not changing course right now because I can't change course right now because then one will be a little smaller. So we're gonna go with the same that I had gone with before. Hold on. And if I had yardage, I think I would maximize this also if I had yardage instead of fat quarters. Just putting that out there. For those who have one of these, I'm thinking yardage would be so much better. Because all I got was 2 blocks out of this whole thing, remember. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7 strips when I need 8, but I have all those leftovers and we can figure it out with the leftovers. I have confidence we will figure it out with the leftovers. Hello Maritza, ¿cómo estás? So I'm going to keep with this same situation there. So we are going to need to put these, separate them. Here we are. Here we are. And okay. So we have all these and we are going to make sure they're all in the right direction. Oh, I need gray. I need some gray strips. What happened to my gray strips? All right, so I need how many? 6, right? Or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought I had 6. 5. Wait a second. Where are my strips? Oh, here they are. On the floor. Okay. So here's the gray strips. Here's more of these. And then I should have 2, 4, 6, 7 of those. And I have 2 of those, so I need more of this. Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me because I'm moving this camera real quick. You can look at that lovely, let's see. You can give that an examination there for 2 seconds. I'm just gonna cut. Oh boy. I just need to cut 2 of these. Now this is with the fabric I'm using here, but I can't do with the fabric for it. Okay, so 1, 2, I'm back. I'm back. Good morning, Joydy. Good morning. All right, we're gonna come here. I just got an idea. What I can do is move this aside. If I send you money, would you be able to get me coffee for me in Puerto Rico? Yes, and maybe I'll take an order. I may be able to do that. So I'm going to leave these whole, and I'm going to connect 2 of these. I'm going to connect 2 of these together and make 2 long strips. I'll tell you why, because this is the way I'm going to get those extra 2. I'm going to get those extra 2 blocks that I need just from, no, wrong thing. From putting with the fabric. You know, sometimes you have to think out of the box. So we're going to go with this. And then I think I don't even have to mess with that other stuff. I think I'll have exactly what I need. Wait. So as long as I put these so that they are matching. So yes, if you send me money, if you have Venmo or that way, I can send you coffee in return. 1, 2. It's the only way you're going to get the coffee because they don't import it here. Well, it was either a gold package or a, what would it be? It would be a gold package or a green package, Loreno or Oro. Unless I sent you El Coqui coffee, which is black and it says El Coqui. I'm going to put that open. Yeah, I actually think I figured out how we're gonna do this. Let's see, Leanna, which brand? I have El Coqui, but the favorite in this house is Michelle's favorite is Oro. Honey's favorite is Oro. My grandmother's favorite is Dorado or something like that, and it's in a green package. Yes, Yanni, ¿verdad? It's good. That's the one that my Grammy likes. I mean, my honey drinks either one. He drinks all 3. I don't know which brand I sent her because I buy generally those 3 and I picked. So some people got some of everything. She would have to either remember what color the package is or she might not care. And it's still Puerto Rican coffee. All 3 brands are grown and roasted in Puerto Rico. When I get to Puerto Rico, I will buy we'll buy coffee and then I will show you the coffee packages. The coffee is not terribly priced. What's pricey is the shipping. The shipping is what kills it. Let's see. Definitely let us know when orders start. I'd love to grab one of each. Okay. Yes, you are raised from the bottle, aren't you? Had a pop-up from Michelle the Quilter, has a video. Oh, fabulous. Let's all go and watch that. So, what did I do there? 1, 2. I got all discombobulated just a little bit. All right. So this goes here. Make sure I'm doing the right thing. Yeah. Ready? Here we are. I can PayPal you money when you figure out. Okay. There we are. And then I have this little half piece, which we're going to need, and a little half piece of this. And I think we're going to have everything we need. And then I still have to add borders and stuff to that quilt. I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'll have to think on that, on what we're going to do once we have that center done. So I have that. Now we're going to put this is somewhat directional, remember. So I do want to put everything in the order it needs to be. So this is the top, and then we need to put these. So I need to put these together. And I need to take off the selvages if I'm going to put them together. Do they have whole bean or just ground? It's just ground that I've seen. They have artisanal kinds that are whole bean. Those are super expensive though. You're talking about $20+ for a little bag of the whole bean artisanal. It's not the easiest to find. Okay, so we have 1, 2. I need one more of these cut where the selvage is off. Okay, here we are. Okay, we're going to do this one because this is kind of cute and short while I put these together. When Batman retires, name something he'll probably give to Robin. When Batman retires, name something he'll probably give to Robin. There's only three things. There's only 3 choices here, 3 answers. do I have a lot of strips here? Lots of strips. All right. So this has to go this way. So we have the Batmobile, the Bat Cave, Bat Cave, and his bat outfit, I see, right? Did I see a bat outfit? Those are the three answers. 45 people said the bat. Hold on, I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. 46 people said the Batmobile, 38 people said the bat suit, and 11 people said the Bat Cave. But isn't Robin his own kind of superhero anyway? Like, does he want Batman's cast-offs? I don't know. His bat ears. His bat ears. Okay. Name something listed. Hold on. Name something listed on a motel sign that might attract people to stay there. I know if there was one sign on there that said a 1 hour, I would definitely not be staying there. I'm just saying. If a motel said 1 hour occupancy, I'd be looking for another one. Or what is it they say? Rates by the hour or something sometimes? Yeah, no, won't be staying there. Nightly, daily, hourly rates? Yeah, no. So name something listed on a motel sign that might attract people to stay there. Vacancy, free Wi-Fi, pool, vacancy, continental breakfast. So, free food is on here. Vacancy is on here. This has probably been done before Wi-Fi was a thing, but that's a big one. It's just not on here. But we'll go with free cable. Free cable, free Wi-Fi, about the same thing. A pool. We'll take it. They say jacuzzi. Pool's like a jacuzzi. First night is free. We will say that's considered low rates. And there's one other. Okay, I'll give it to you. So, 31 people. Hold on, let me just go through here. "31 people said free cable / movie. I call that Wi-Fi nowadays, okay? 21 said low rates. 18 said free food. 11 said vacancy. 6 says jacuzzi, and 6 says late checkout, that they give you late checkout. So that's what that is. Nikki, good morning. You know, I gotta go check in on Sheila. I know she sleeps in, and I know sometimes she turns it off and is just waking up. But I actually haven't talked to Sheila in a bit. Okay. Name a kind of footwear a bride would never wear on her wedding day. Name a kind of footwear a bride would never wear on her wedding day. I'm going to let you know, I am looking at this list And brides are wearing all that stuff today. So I guess let's make it that in 1950, okay, in 1950, name a kind of footwear a bride would never wear. Because nowadays, everything on this list they wear. Sheila has been busy. Good for her. No judgment. As long as she's feeling better and she's busy, that's all good. Okay, rain boots. Now, A incognito, that's a good, yes, boots. Boots is a good one. Boots is a good one. Hiking boots, rain boots, work boots. Yeah, good morning, Kathy. Slippers. Slippers is on here. Boots is on here. Steel toe boots. Flip-flops. Yes, flip-flops are on here. Well, they don't have flip-flops. They say thongs. But thongs are something different nowadays. And yes, a bride probably would wear that. But maybe not on her feet. Everything has been worn. So that's why I put a thing that said in 1950 or 1930s. Sandals. Sandals is on here. Yes, they wouldn't wear sandals. There's one more that hasn't been said. Nope. High heels is an So this is it. 51 people said sneakers. 14 says boots. 12 says slippers. 9 says sandal. 6 says flats. We didn't discuss that. Flats. Flats. They would not wear flats. And then 4 said thongs, which I know they mean flip-flops. Okay. Oh, this is funny. I think we've all walked into something like this, right? Here we go. Tell me a way you might dry your hands in a public restroom. Oh, I thought that said something else. Never mind. Tell me a way you might dry your hands in a public restroom. I will tell you something I would never use in a public restroom is if I went in a public restroom and there was that towel that goes on the little thing and you pull it down, you wipe it, and everybody and their mother has wiped their hands on that cloth rolly. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or is it? I mean, it's ecologically wonderful, but everybody's germs is thin on that. Good morning, Muriel. Did I see it? No, you've been here. What am I saying? I got married with a cast on my foot, and my little brother shut my foot in the car door right before when we got home from the rehearsal. Oh, no. I don't see many of those anymore, Leanne. No, I don't either, but I remember them as a kid, and I always thought they were disgusting then. I still would never I would dry my hands on my skirt before I dry my hands on that thing. All right, so what do we got? The reusable diaper on a roll. Shake hands. So shake them, yes. I think someone said paper towels. Yes. What else would you use in there? I'll tell you one thing that I stopped using, and I used to use them all the time. Because it's the same idea as the diaper on a roll, the cloth stuff on a roll. and I'll probably gross you all out after I tell you it. I avoid public restrooms if possible. Yeah, I think we all do, but they look like, it does. It looks like a cloth diaper roll. I totally get it. So here we are. So 41 people said the hand dryer. The hand dryer. I no longer use the hand dryer. I loved the hand dryer until COVID hit. And I don't use the hand dryer anymore. Because after seeing them tell you not use the hand dryer and tell you why you shouldn't use the hand dryer, I won't ever use a hand dryer again. So 41% said, 41 said hand dryer, 36 said paper towels, 14 says they use their clothes, 6 say they shake them, and 3 said that they use toilet papers. So the reason I don't use a hand dryer is because they were talking about ways you can be safe in a public restroom, and they said, do not use the hand dryer. And as a matter of fact, they actually a lot of businesses shut off the hand dryer if you were out like during that COVID time, because it circulates the air. And when you flush the toilet, all the little particles of poo and urine go in the air. And here you've washed your hands and you're drying them under something that's circulating all those particles in the air. So, yeah. So after that, I've been so scared. Oh, I do not want to dry my hands with particles of urine and poo. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. All right. I'm coming over here just to press this on that. You know what? I probably could do this right here, actually, because I shut that iron off. I forgot I shut that iron off. Toilet paper, yep. All right, put that there. So here's all our strip sets. Okay, name a complaint. And with that said, name a complaint a goldfish might have about the bowl he lives in. Name a complaint a goldfish might have about the bowl he lives in. Too small. Yes, that's the second answer. 42 people said too small. There's only 3 answers on here. It needs cleaning, so that's too dirty. We're going to go with that means too dirty. 42 people said it's too dirty. 42 people says it's too small. And 6 people said one thing. Good morning, Sherry. He is lonely. Huh. This is actually the different. Depends. Sound better now, Andrea. Yes. Linda, I totally grossed you out, didn't I? Good morning, what is that? Softball girly. Needs a friend or more food. So no. So what 6 people said is that he has no privacy. They have no privacy. Well, think about it, because the tank is clear and we're all walking around. So they have no privacy. Okay. Name a reason. Here we go. Name a reason why you might ask the manager of a hotel for another room. Name a reason why you might ask the manager of a hotel for another room. Noisy neighbors, too loud, bugs, toilet is leaking, dirty floors. Okay, yeah. We've got all those. Bed bugs, dirty towels, and dirty sheets. Yep. All right, so we have, oh, I have to do this one. So 40 people said dirty bed, dirty room. 20 people said noisy. 10 people said something we didn't say yet. Creepy person living in the shower. I would definitely be asking for a new room if that was the case. My mind going all wrong direction. Okay, so 10 people. Okay, so one says that the thermostat is broken. 6 people said the thermostat. 5 people said bugs. So 10 people said they need a non-smoking room. And 7 people said they need non-smoking room. 10 people said they need a bigger room or bed. And 7 people says because there's no TV or cable. Good morning, Deborah. All right, name something you'd hate to happen to your taxi on the way to the airport. Yep. Name that tune. No. Name something you hate to happen to your taxi on the way to the airport. I'm moving this so that we can cut. All right, I'm moving all my scraps. And we're going to take one of these big, long ones that would be like, that would be with the fabric, because I think this would lend itself much better to that. And I'm going to put my stuff right on it. There we go. So remember, with a fat quarter slice, I was only getting 2. With a fat quarter strip set, I was only getting 2. So thinking I'll get, oh, I did this wrong. But it doesn't matter as long as I do all of them this way. As long as I do all of them with hearts, we're good. I just have to make sure all the strip sets are the hearts, that everything is upside down, which is fine. We're starting a new quilt. So we already have 2. So this is where we would have run short before. So I am getting that extra block, which is what I need. I need that extra block in order to make this work. So that was perfect. And as long as I keep everything upside down here, this will be good too. Last time I cut them with the rainbows right side up. Now I have the rainbows upside down. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I'm lining up my lines on this ruler here. So I've got 6. 6 of these, and I just cut into that. And I can't get another one, so that goes with my waste pile. Make sure that this is upside down again. I may be a little obsessed with this X blocks. Just saying. I've got so many good ideas of what we could do with it. All right. I think she knew that if she's, I think Carmen knew if she would send me this thing, I would have other ideas to do with this other than what's out there. I'm just thinking. All right, so. I think if I brought this to Puerto Rico, wouldn't it be fun if I just did a whole bunch of scrappy, I don't know, use a whole bunch of scraps and use this cutting on different, there's different lines on this. There's a line that I just made on here. I added on here. There's dash lines, small dash lines, big dash lines. And then that is that. Okay, we have this last one. So how many blocks is that now? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and we need 16. I need 16 of these. So I have 1. What did I say I get out of here? 5 now? I get 5 out of here, right? I'm thinking I could maybe use these like pieces for borders or something like that. I don't think we are going to necessarily have anything that goes to waste. One more we're going to get on here, so that's 15, and then I am going to just take 1 out of that fat quarter strip that we have. And there we go, we have them all now. Okay, so we have that there. All right, let's go. We've got all this and then all this to work with. That's a lot of scraps. Just saying. All right, here we go. I didn't look at this, but I'm going to just let you know. Name something you'd hate to happen to your taxi on the way to the airport. 53 people said car trouble. 33 said get into an accident. 11 said stuck in traffic. And 2 said get lost. right, we're going to steer you around while we design another one. So here we go. I missed the first 10 minutes of the live after I said hello to make my rounds to feed the homeless on my way home. That is super sweet. What a beautiful pass it forward to eat. So I pick up 5 or 10 bags of fresh sausage, McMuffins, and grape jelly for them. That is super, super sweet. Everyone has a great day. You too, Barb. Okay, so we did it where the hearts were in the center. So in this case, we are going to do where the rainbows are in the center. See that? And this one is the heart. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to sew 4 of those blocks for the center of the other one. And I'm going to put it down here. And so we did get what we needed. So my recommendation is if you have only a fat quarter to play with, as long as you put 2 of those fat quarters together to make a longer strip, you'll be able to maximize the usage and not have as much scraps as like I just had. Just putting that out there. Again, my first time using this, so I'm learning with you all on the best way to deal with that kind of management. Alrighty, here we are. Name something that people eat raw. Name something that people eat raw. Have a great day. Hi, Mona. Hi, Pat. I totally see this, Pat, as a quilt of valor. You have 3 colors I'm using right now. So if you did red, white, and blue and did something with this, that could be fun. And I think you're slated to get your quilts today. Good morning, E. Marie. All right, so I see carrots up. Which is a vegetable, so they have vegetables on here. Fish. They do not have fish on here. Fish is not one of them. It says vegetables. Yeah, fruits, seafood. Yep, oysters are seafood, so yes to seafood. And steak tartare, yes. Oh, you got your package yesterday. Oh, I'm so glad. So you got it a whole day early. Because it said to me Wednesday, right? Today is Wednesday. Great. Yes, so seafood was 49. 48% people said vegetables and 2 said meat. Okay. This is a long-winded one. I want to try to get ones that aren't so long. Here we go. Name an animal that people ride. Name an animal that people ride. Let's see. It says, I have one heading for the long arm machine today. Oh, great. A horse, yes. A camel, yes. Horse and camel. So horse is the first one. 88 said horse or pony. 4 said camel. And I did see their other answer here. It wasn't an elephant, though. An elephant is good. Bulls. Man. Yeah, people do ride bulls. Hello. Yeah, bull riding. Because what is what is that called? I watch that every so often. I don't know why. It'll come on TV. PB, I don't know. But yes, bull riding is something, but they did not say that. They said donkey or mule. All right. Name something people take with them to the basement when a tornado is coming. Name something people take with them to the basement when a tornado is coming. Well, those are for the lucky people who have a basement. So we have PBR. Yeah, that's it. Their pet. That's not on here, but you should take your pet with you. I agree, you should take your pet with you. It's not on here, though. Radio. Radio is on here. Food. Food is on here. Water is on here. So food is 33 people said food. 22 people said water. 7 people said radio. Well, we have 2 answers still out on here. 2 answers. Kids. Nikki got kids. 7 people said they're kids. They would bring their kids with them. And Mama J said also flashlight. So flashlight was 21 people. Yes. A bunch of people said flashlight, actually. Family. I want to say you wrote family photos. I would think so. Like, you would want to bring whatever you possibly could. Shoes, blankets, water. Yeah. A phone. Teeth and bras, y'all. Yes. Yeah, I don't know about the bra, but maybe if I needed my teeth, I would. That's funny. I love that. Clothes, underwear. I don't know. When I had my tornado shelter, I had all that stuff already in there so that when the sirens went off, we just ran to the closet where it is. Quilt you're working on. I am working on babies, twins, identical twin quilts. But the fabric is going to be identical. The pattern is somewhat going to be identical, but the way I place the fabric will be different. And we go to the porch, okay? Remember to be undressed, and you will be rescued faster. Good morning, Liz. How are you? Sewing machine. Yes, I would probably already have one of those down in there just in case. Because, yeah. But you'd need one with your backup generator or treadle. My son keeps coming home with gifties for me. So we saw the little mini sewing machine, right? And yesterday he brought me the bottom of a Singer treadle machine. You know, just the bottom part. So my honey is going to try to get some fun, funky wood to do like a wood top on it. Maybe like a cross grain piece of wood that's been cut at a mill with the bark still on, and then maybe he'll lacquer that. I'm not quite sure. Yes. Good morning, Raven. Yes. Okay. So here we are with this, and we are gonna go with this. Oh, I love this. I love that it's doing this. This is so fabulous. And it's giving me, even like being that I live in the Woodstock area, it's giving me vibes of, I don't know, a little bit of psychedelicness and also tie-dye-ish. But it's not. It's just, I don't know. It's giving me vibes. It's giving me a, and they live in Woodstock, so this is kind of cool. It's giving me that kind of vibe. They said they were having a very colorful room. So their room was going to be like all colors, but all colorful, she said. Because I had asked her, and I have beautiful baby pink fabric with cute little, you know, just nursery fabric. But that's not her theme. Her theme is all colors, of all shades of colors too. So pastels to brights. A sewing needle. Yes, Mr. Impossible. Good morning. Does it still have the treadle? Yes, it has the bottom that goes up and down. Yep. So look at that. So now we have this one and that other one. So I'm going to pull this up. It does, and it works, because I was sitting there rocking the thing back and forth yesterday. All right, so these are the two that I have. So this one, we have this one and this one. So you see how this one has the rainbows and this one has the hearts. This here is the gray that goes with this. See how this has these things? So this is going to be the back of this quilt. And this has the rainbows. And so this cheater print here is going to go on the back of this. It says adventure, and you've seen this before. Be brave, follow your dreams. So that's going to be the back. And then I do have to make this bigger though. So I think what I want to do is maybe do like a little skinny border of this all the way around both of them. And then let's do something fun with all these scraps, and we'll make the scraps a border with these scraps, okay? We're going to make a border with that. All right, so I'm going to put that aside because this is like a big scrap. And let's take all these little ones. And I could probably do something with this. Like I could make little things like this and put them, see that? And we'll make like little boxes, little, what do they call these? The triangles, half rectangles, like a half rectangle situation. I don't know. We're using this up because fabric is expensive and there's no need to have all this waste. That's way too much waste. So we're going to half rectangle these the best that we can. I've just got to find, like that goes with this. So we'll put these two together. And I'll just, I don't know, take that off. And it's going to have like a scrappy binding, not binding, a border. And then I'll stick this on my long arm, both of them at the same time, using that backing, and I think we will be good. Look at that. We are just going to go for it here. Take all these pieces. And I have a half rectangle, a block lock half rectangle thing. So maybe I'll pull that out to trim so that everything is the same size. Here we are. I'll just have to find the size in between. And I think that should then use up everything we basically have that I cut. So this is no bueno. That's the same one. Probably should kind of figure this out, right? Let's get our pieces going. Because that would go there. Yep. So this is a different size piece. So we'll put that piece here. We'll take that and put that over there. And we have these pieces. That goes there. All right, so we're gonna take this set here and run these through the machine. And just set them right through. Don't be afraid to use your scraps for borders and things like that. This way you don't have to deal with these later on. Is my thing, is you don't have to deal with these later on. I purchased my tickets to Puerto Rico yesterday. Depending what's going on, I bought refundable tickets in case I have to cancel for whatever reason. Take care, Pat. So I have that. I'm not going to put all this information on here because people don't need to know that information. You'll just see me in Puerto Rico sometime in July. Again, I have people who live here full-time that will not be away. They will be here the entire time. So don't be getting any ideas. This house is manned 24/7. Here we are. So those do not work. But in any case, so I went to go put luggage. The luggage prices went up. Holy moly. Oh, see, this one I cut by accident. Put that aside. Yeah, they went up so high. I couldn't believe it. So now I definitely am going to take some luggage with me. I get 2 free. I get one for Honey and one for me. The stuff that goes under. But I normally would take 4 each. I mean, 2 each for a total of 4, but I don't know if I'm going to do that this time. I'm actually going to see what shipping something is going to cost because the prices were crazy. Basically, they want $100 for any additional luggage. It used to be $45. But yesterday it was coming in as $100 for a second luggage. It stinks you even have to think about that. Yeah, it does. It really does, because I have been looking so forward to the trip. Oh, and I'm so much more relaxed, and I feel I am so much more healthier while I'm there, but we will see. All right, there you go. So now that leaves me, up here's another piece and another piece. That leaves me now with these pieces that I could possibly do something with. I wish I didn't cut into this piece the way I did. But you know what I could do? Hold on. Well, if I need this, let's see, I'm gonna do that. Let's see what happens there. So now I need that like this. I'm trying to do every, like, a heart with a rainbow. I don't know if I'm going to get to that, and I don't know if I was paying attention enough to do that. Yep, I did. Okay. So let me see. Let me get some hearts here. I just kind of sewed this in case if I need it. Just in case. Wear like 5 tops. And oh no, I have clothes there. I don't bring clothes. I'm not bringing any clothes with me. This is all stuff for the house. This is all stuff for the house. Stuff that I had here at my house, extra. We went through stuff, and whatever was extra, we, throughout this months, we just been putting it in a pile. And then normally I just would bring it with me. I don't have money to be buying anything new and stuff like that, so it was just stuff that I have. And it may not even be worth mailing it, you know what I'm saying, or even putting it in luggage, depending on how much I could get in a suitcase, though. So, you know, last time I brought my sewing machine and my table, and one of the things I have packed is, believe it or not, a kitchen island is in one of the suitcases. A stainless steel kitchen island that I have. And what is in the other one? The other one just has odds and ends for my sewing room and odds and ends for the house. Some more silverware I found. I had like a foldable dish drain. Now, why is this not? Okay. And then in my, but you know, we could bring a carry-on too, like a big carry-on. So the one that goes in the overhead bin, that's where my dish is, because anything that's glass is going in that, because I don't want that to be in my luggage. It's just stuff like that. It's okay. I have some friends that are going, and they can also, that are not bringing luggage with them, so they've also offered to take some. So everybody in the family knows if you're going to Puerto Rico, you got to take a suitcase for Leanna. That's the running thing. So when my son, who just went to Puerto Rico to visit Grammy and everything, when he went, he brought luggage too for me. So yes, everybody brings luggage. And for me to add to his luggage was like $40. So I'm not sure what happened between last month and this month. What is this? Search me. It's the most action I've had in 40 years. There we go. I don't know what we're talking about, but I missed that conversation. Okay, names. Oh, here. Oh, I have another pile here. So here we go. Name something. Now I've got to here. This will go on this side. Here we are. And this has to go here. I have another pile now that I haven't sorted out. Okay, this goes this way. So I will put these here. Some of these cuts are a little weird and I'm not sure why, but we're just gonna go with it. All right, name something one family member might steal from another. Name something one family member might steal from another. Am I working today? No, I'm not allowed to work. I get yelled at by my doctor today if I go to work. Nope, not going to work. Matter of fact, I'm going to finish this up here. I'm not going to even probably trim these up because it's time for me to put my feet up. So clothes, scissors, shoes. Ooh, scissors. No, you better not borrow my scissors. I go nutty if you try to borrow my scissors. Unless you are at my house sewing and you're using the scissors for sewing, that's one thing. But if you're going to go cut tape or do something that you should not do with scissors, that's not happening on my watch. No way. Nope. No, 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 no. Heirloom, clothes, money, jewelry, boyfriend, girlfriend. Well, if they take my boyfriend, okay, just don't touch my scissors. No, just joking. Just joking. So money, 47 said money. 21 said shoes. 9 said food. 4 said jewelry, and 3 said your lover. Not your boyfriend or your girlfriend, but your lover. Thanks to Steve Harvey for that. Good morning, Maria. Oh, now we have our grandchild. He's a teenager. Your favorite outfit. All right, so name something a young child takes with him when he runs away from home. I don't think kids run away from home anymore. I think they would be they wouldn't want to lose their Wi-Fi to their gaming system. They couldn't be without Wi-Fi. Well, no, I guess they have their phone, so maybe they would still run away. Name something a young child takes with them when they run away. There we go. Now this is going to give me an interesting half rectangle. Again, we're just sewing up all the scraps. Is that a half rectangle? Is that some weirdo thing that I just came up with? I think that's a weirdo thing I just came up with. Wait, let's see. Yeah, I don't think that's a half rectangle. Kind of looks like a half rectangle. Let's see. It's giving me a box look, so we're going to go with it and see what happens. It can't hurt. And some of these I may not be able to use. Some of these I may have to end up being like crumbs for another project, because like this one that I'm sewing here now seems like it'd be too small. But I'm still gonna sew it up. Still gonna do it. And I'm gonna sew this one up. All right, we got them all together. Let's see, what would they do? Was it in my bed? I started calling for him. He was on the back porch making burgers, 7 a.m., and he's carrying burgers back upstairs. Without a girl at college. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Would you stop? Let's see. Okay, so we have Maria, morning. Okay, so we have Blanky, yes. Why is that doing that? Blanky is it. Toys, yes. PJs, clothes, yes. We'll go with that. Toy stuffed animal, yes. So here it is. 40 people say a teddy bear or toys. 20 say clothes. 14 says food. 13 says a blanket. And 3 says a backpack. Good morning, Mirta. How are you doing? Good morning, Mom and Pop. Laura Lynn, good morning. Yeah, she was on yesterday. I was quiet. I was lurking. Yes, I was lurking. She was doing her needlepoint. Her little cow. It's coming out nice. And then behind you, you had, what is that called? The mountains? Oh, I can't think of it. Those looked really nice too. I can't think of the mountains. What's the mountain name? Where you take the half square triangle and you chop it up. Majestic Mountains. I know it as another name though, and I just can't think of it. But those looked really nice behind you. All right. So with that said, I do have to lay down and put my feet up. But I have to play between the bed and the chair. So anyway, everyone have a wonderful day. I probably am not having a pop-up today because I have some appointments I have to do this afternoon. Delectable Mountain, that's how I know it. Okay, thank you, Kathy. Yes. So everyone have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself, pass it forward. And if you like what you see, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. On your way out, if you don't mind hitting the thumbs up button, I would also appreciate it. And I will keep you in the loop as far as this quilt as it's going, because I'll probably be working on it on and off throughout the day. Good morning, family for fun. And see you all hopefully tomorrow. If not, you will see me soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.